All right, day 20, the mythical quest for 19-inch pipe daddies, baby. So this is my third working set, and I changed up my workouts a little bit. As you can see, I've got the 5-pound dumbbell, 5-pound weight, rubber banded, jimmy rigged onto the 100-pound dumbbell. So we got 105 going up here, and I'm going for 12 reps, I think. Also changed my tempo a little bit. I'm trying not to bounce so much out of the bottom. So just trying to add a little bit more control, but we're still trying to go with like an explosive tempo. Looks like I'm like about to freaking internally combust here, pal. The facials are looking a little spastic. And then we're doing the same thing for biceps. So I just always do this superset. I go back and forth, boom, 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 tries, buys. We're still resting long, set of tries, rest 2 to 3 minutes, set of buys, rest 2 to 3 minutes. Working muscle gets 5, 6 plus minutes rest. But I'm just doing 3 rounds, so we kind of reduced the volume a bit. Before I was doing like 5 rounds of this. And I think I got 90 pounds here. And I think we're going for similar, like 12, 13. In the first couple working sets, the weight's a bit lighter, and the reps are higher. And then I like to increase the weight and drop the reps each set. I just find that it's a bit easier on the joints, and that way you're a little bit warmed up before you get to your heaviest weight. And I added this in, actually. So after I did 3 rounds of that, I lowered the weight, and I'm trying to focus on speed more here. So a lighter weight, and I'm trying to work on moving it real quick with control still. And my thought is that primarily, I think I'm going to see the most growth from progressive overload, from progressively doing more weight or reps. And I've found explosive tempo to help. And so I'm adding this in as I don't think this set specifically is going to lead to a lot of muscle gain, but I'm hoping that it helps me to be able to move more weight by increasing my strength through some explosive tempo reps. That's just something I've experimented with over years. So adding that in as a strategy to try and be able to do more weight for more reps, because I think that's going to be my primary arena for improvement to get the arms up to 19 inches. So I think volume is effective, but you can only scale it so far. All right, so I'm doing the same thing for buys here. I lowered it down to I think the 70, and we're just going with a bit of a faster tempo. But I'm still trying to control the weight. I don't want to just be jerking it around. It's a fine line. But volume, I found increasing volume to be effective in leading to more muscle growth. But then what do? You go up to 10 sets of workout and you sustain that for a while. And then to continue to see more growth from volume, you got to go up again to 15 sets, 20 sets, 30 sets. And then it just ends up being there's a lot of, I would say, kind of negative counterfactuals, to use a very impressive scientific word, meaning like the amount of fatigue, your ability to recover, the taxing on your central nervous system gets pretty extreme. And I've done a lot of really high volume workouts, and they seem to be more effective, but it gets difficult to sustain, and then you can't continue to see progress because you can't continuously scale the volume forever. So I'm always tinkering. I'm always adjusting my routine. I'm trying to pay attention to how my body responds. And right now I'm dropping the volume down some and focusing more on trying to up the weight or the reps. And what we got going here now is I'm doing my drop set. So previously I would do like multiple rounds of this drop set. Now I'm just doing one as a finisher. And so the first set was with the 85, but I go super slow tempo. So the tempo is completely different. And all the way to failure. And I'm really thinking about my cues here. I'm keeping my shoulders down. I'm scooping my elbows into the mirror. I'm trying to get that good deep stretch. And I find this really activates my delts and also the chest and lats. And I'm really locking those cues in, and I can feel a lot of the stabilizers working. And if you're new to the channel, I have some muscle imbalance injury issues that don't allow me to hit my upper body directly. So I'm getting some activation of those other upper body muscles through drop sets like this. And yeah, if you're curious more, I posted a couple videos where I explain what's going on, and I'm just a little wonky and crooked, and unfortunately I can't really hit the chest or back or shoulders directly. So we're just doing what we can with arms, man, doing what I can. And so what am I did 85 and then 70, and now I think 55. I just take, 10 seconds, should be 10 seconds. Sometimes I extend the rest because I'm gasping for air. I'm holding in a mean shit during this set. Because I went to the bathroom, but we had a couple bro steamies in there plugging up the shitters. They were going too wide in the two stalls, and I had to make a decision: is my pump more important or my desire to poop? And I decided pump over poop, and so I just prairie dogged her, cinched her back up, and smashed out my workout. I'm surprised I didn't crap myself, honestly. It's not a very comfortable feeling to be holding in a dump while going through an absolute high-intensity demonic drop set. But that was today's adversity, man. You're always going to have little things that could throw off your workout. Just testing you, Like, nah, boy, I'm going to stay locked in. So I think we're on our fourth drop here, and this would be the 45. And a lot of this is just pain tolerance. And often I've found it useful to put a number in my head. And so, I think on the third drop, the one before this, I got 9 or 10, but I knew I probably could have had 1 or 2 more. And so then the next 2, I said, okay, I'm going to get 10 or 11, whatever it was, 1 more, just to make sure I push to the max. And when you have that kind of measuring stick to go for, like here, I can't even maybe get a full rep, but I got that number in my head, and I'm not going to be denied. So I got to keep pushing until I get to that number. And then we're in pain. We are in pain. Ooh, she burns. If you've never done a drop set like this, I highly recommend you try it. And we got 1 more. We're down to the 40-pound dumbbell, the final drop. Feeling a little delirious, maybe a little dizzy, just a little bit out of it. And I think I'm going for that same number again. I can't remember what it was, if it was 10 or 11. But I hold that in my mind, and then you want to do your best to keep the tempo slow, because the tendency is going to be to speed up, because you don't want to sit in that pain, right? So you want to keep it slow and aim for that number. And personally, this is where my delts are freaking burning, especially when I extend the dumbbell up towards the top of the rep. I can really feel it. And you can see the leg moving. His legs are looking a little bit juicier too. I had a wicked leg day a few days ago, and they're still sore from it. And the legs are up to almost 25 and a half inches, so they're growing too. Anyways, that's it. And then I do the same thing for biceps. And here's just a little there's a shot of the leggies. Nothing impressive, but they've come up a lot in the past 6 months. Guns, checking them out. That's it, man. That's day 20. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.